China, 13,000 miles. That's the length. 13,000. It's called the Great Wall of China. Maybe nobody's ever heard of it, right? The Great Wall of China. This is a serious wall. This was built without hydraulic equipment. This was built without Caterpillar. This was built the old-fashioned way. 13,000 miles, built 2,000 years ago, and this wall is pretty good. We're going to top it, though, folks. You know, we can do things. We're going to top it.
The line. And I said, are those people going to be able to get in? They said, the place is already full. And Rudy just said, man, I've never seen anything like that. Maybe a couple of days before an election. But this is what's happening. Because of the fact we have a movement going, folks. Because people are so tired of it. They're so tired of it.
Well, this is just where they get a lot of their money from. 25 million from Saudi Arabia, 5 million from Morocco, 5 million from Oman, Bahrain, Algeria, Qatar. Lots of money pouring into the Clinton.
Look at in France, 130. Now, they have the strictest gun laws anywhere in the world. France, Paris, 130 people killed, 130. And I've said 100 times, if this man or if this woman or if that woman or man had a gun in Paris or in San Bernardino and the bullets were flying in the other direction, would have been a whole different story, folks. Would have been a whole different.
So here's one. So here's one. And you notice they used a terrible picture of Hillary. And I said, no way you're going to do that. That's not fair. Use a good picture. So they used a beautiful picture of Hillary, which I think is right, right? So I'll tell you, that's the good news. The bad news is, look, the amount of money, campaign contributions from hedge funders. Now, I know these guys. These are guys and women that are tough and rough and don't give a damn about you. They care about, that's why you see so many things happening. These people, so look, she's received in campaign contributions $48,500,000. I've received $19,000. I don't even know who the hell it is.
33,000 emails are gone. Okay? 33,000 emails are gone. They're gone. How do you get rid of 33,000 emails? Who sends 33,000 emails? I mean, 33, do you know how many that is? I think that's like 24 hours a day, reading them or sending them, but it wouldn't matter. For years, 33,000 emails are missing. And she's so guilty. She's so guilty.
Somebody said that my speech at the convention was very dark. You know, the haters. Now, they said dark. And I said, no, it was very optimistic. Because I tell what the problem is, and then we talk about how we're going to fix the problem. We're going to fix the problem. And we do have problems, thank you. And we do have problems. We have problems with trade. We have problems with borders. We have problems with everything you can think of. Our educational system is a disaster. By the way, we're going to end Common Core. We're going to bring our education local.
Look, right now, as you stand here and you think you have great jobs, companies are negotiating from North Carolina to move to Mexico and other places. It's not just Mexico, by the way. Made possible by our federal government. Made possible by the people that enacted this suicidal pact. It's a suicidal pact for our country. And, you know, I've watched for years. Now, I was never a politician until 14 months ago, so I can't believe I'm saying I'm a politician.
We went out and had some cards made, okay? You have to see them. Look at this. I'm so proud of these cards. Look, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So here, this is what's happening to our country. We can't allow people to come in from very, very hostile and unfriendly territories. We can't do it. We have enough problems. So from Syria, with the migration, we don't know where these people come from. There's no way of vetting them. The documentation is like, there is none. They say there is. It's a sham. She just said it's a sham. It is. Good word. Thank you. So here is President Obama has commuted the sentences of more men and women than the past 9 presidents put together.
And by the way, voter ID. What's with that? What's with voter ID? Why aren't we having voter ID? In other words, I want to vote. Here's my identification. I want to vote, as opposed to somebody coming up and voting 15 times for Hillary. Well, and I will not tell you to vote 15 times. I will not tell you to do that. Okay? You won't vote 15 times. But people will. They'll vote many times. And how that could have happened is unbelievable.
But things came out over the last 2 hours that are very, very serious. When you go home, you're going to watch the news, you're going to say, I learned that from Trump. But you wait till you see. Wait till you see. Wait till you see. And then you had $400 million in cash being shipped to Iran. How about that one? But no, that had nothing to do. No, what's going on is crazy. It's crazy. I don't think we've ever seen anything like we're watching now and we're witnessing now. We've never seen 33,000 emails discarded, deleted, out, over, done. 33,000 emails. No good, folks.
They study where the gun-free zones. If they would have known you had guns, if they would have known that they were going to be shot at from the other side, would have been a whole different story. Maybe wouldn't have even happened in the first place. So they better not come here, he said. They better not. They better not.
Look at this one. Look at this one. This is a beauty. This is a beauty. Number and percent of immigrants in the United States. Look at the chart. Okay? Look at the chart. Not good, folks. Not good. We want to make America great again, folks. We want to make America great again.
But I also think that when you have $400 million in cash, different denominations, you see the size of this? They did, I guess, release the pictures after all. They released pictures. And interesting, I'll tell you, I sort of think it goes into bank accounts, right? You know, I sort of think they take it, they probably use some for this, some for that. Can do a lot of things. And Obama said that he did it because we don't have a working account with Iran. Do you believe it? How long does it take to set up an account? Right? You don't have a working account, you set up an account, right, Laura?
We have the cards with China. We have with China a $505 billion a year trade deficit. Unbelievable. It's been that way for years. It's been that way for years. It was 200 billion and 300 billion and 400 billion and 500 billion. And what do we have? We have chains closing stores. Macy's announced they're closing over 100 stores. We have real jobs, bad jobs are all over the place. We have a problem. We have a statistic, 5% doesn't exist. What exists is 20%, 21%. Our unemployment rate is through the roof. The 5% stuff is made up so that politicians and presidents look good.
And the $400 million, and from what the rumor is and from what the reports are, the hostages couldn't leave the airport until this other plane arrived. They don't know why, but I think we all have a pretty good reason why. It's all a big lie. It's all a big lie. And it's so sad to see. And let me tell you, Hillary Clinton is going to be 4 more years of Obama, but maybe worse.
So what's the great thing that everybody wants? Home ownership, right? That's the American dream. The American dream. We want the American dream. We want to own our home, right? So here's our owning of the homes, right? Look at this chart. This is a disaster. So U.S. home ownership, it's down more. I think they said like 51 years it's the lowest, right? 51 years. So look at this. Obama. Great job, Obama. Boom.